How long does it take to become a master of communication? Like 3 years? Listen, I started 2 months ago. Start tomorrow, and by the end of December, you'll thank yourself for not waiting. I mean, most people my age don't realize that the most valuable skill in 2025 is communication.
Hello, everyone. This is Time with your career coach. Happening live here. We're starting in a few minutes. Grace, can you hear me?
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, I was a bit caught up.
That's fine.
Master the Bible the way your wife has always hoped you would. If you want to study the Bible like a
Yeah, I can hear you. Please welcome people in the comment section, okay? We welcome you to Time with Your Career Coach. This is going to be an impactful session. Just stay tuned. In the next few minutes, we are starting. We welcome you.
Hi everyone. You're welcome to Time with Your Career Coach. If you can hear me, I'll be glad if you can give me a reaction, whether you're on LinkedIn or on YouTube, um, a thumbs up or a celebration or a support. A laugh emoji would help so we can know that you can hear us. Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. My name is Kyle Grace Nyako. I am a program manager and a strategic planning lead. I'm also a program coordinator for Center for Business Analysis. And I also run a nonprofit called Sunflower Age for teenagers. And you are once again welcome to Time with Your Career Coach with our very own Coach Lee. And just a few rules for our session today. If you have any questions or if there are any contributions you want to make while the session is ongoing, kindly leave them in the comment section. We'll attend to them as and when our host decides to give room for questions and contributions to be made. Welcome, Diana. Welcome, 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 Shika, Aram. And also, kindly stay muted until perhaps the host wants to bring you on board to speak. Then you can unmute your microphones and then we can have you speak. All right. We're going to dive right into the session and then I'm going to introduce our host to you. Our host is Mrs. Lydia Kwesine J, popularly known as Coach Lee. She's a multi-award winning HR professional. She's also a career coach and a thought leader. She's a dynamic human resource leader and with over a decade of professional excellence. She's certified the prestigious Senior Professional in Human Resources International, which is the SPHRI, the ACHR, and the MICIHRM. She's a full member of the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana and recognized for her visionary leadership and strategic HR expertise.
So I tried to use the link to join, but I don't know. They said I have to sign in with whatever, some long process. So that's why I've not been able to join. Is there a YouTube link or something so that I can use it to join this? Thank you.
Yes, when you tap on the link, it directs you to use your YouTube account. So just tap on the YouTube, tap on the email that you use for your YouTube account, your Google email. So whatever email that you're using for your YouTube account is the account you use to get direct access to the link. Give that a try and then let us know if you've been able to. Okay, just going to go ahead. All right. Just before I continue with the introduction, please let us know where you are joining us from, especially if you are not from the country. We'll be glad to let us know where you're joining us from. If you're joining us from Ghana, kindly let us know where you're joining us from. If you're from Accra, you're from Kumasi, you're from any other parts of the regions, even if you're specifically in Accra, kindly let us know where exactly you're joining us from, and then we'll be glad to read all that. Thank you. So I'm going to introduce our host again because we got interrupted a bit, and then we move on. Our host is Mrs. Lydia Kwesine J. She is a multi-award winning HR professional, a career coach, and a thought leader. She's certified with a prestigious Senior Professional in Human Resources International. She's a full member of the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana and recognized for her visionary leadership and strategic HR expertise. Her current roles are lead HR consultant at Exo Afrique Creative Group Ghana, principal administrative assistant at the University of Ghana. She's a mentor for National HR Mentorship Program, which is HR Certification Center. And she's also a course facilitator for Skills Bride Academy 2025 into 2026. She's very instrumental in coordinating initiatives and enhancing organizational performance through training and customer service excellence. And her career impact, she's the founder of Get Your Answers Consult, of which is the reason why we are here. She's empowered over 800 professionals through coaching, training, and CV development. She's a strategic advisory for startups navigating the modern workforce. in terms of awards and recognition. Oh, there's someone joining us from Nigeria. Wow, you're welcome. Hi, Lawal. In terms of awards and recognition, she's the HR feature lead. She won the HR feature leader award in the 2025. She is recognized as an exceptional contribution to HR development for last year HRCC. She is part of the top 10 exceptional professionals in HR. She was a winner for 2024 and a top creator in HR and career coaching LinkedIn Ghana 2024. And just recently, she's been awarded, just a moment, just recently on LinkedIn, ranked as number 1 in Ghana when it comes to HR and top 15 in the world with a market value of $448 per course. I mean, this is something that is really, really wonderful. You are not just joining this coaching session with just anyone. You are joining with Ghana's number 1 ranking in HR. Also, if just a moment before we bring on Coach Lee, kindly invite others to join the session. Please share the link with someone. You may never know how grateful the person will be for you sharing this link for something that a person is going through in terms of their career, the life transforming session that a person will gain just because you decided to share the link. So please share the link with your friends, with your colleagues. I know most of us in Ghana are on our way home. You can just share the link with all your friends. They can listen while they're in their car going home. And we'll all have a wonderful time. And so please also make sure to use the emojis. The emojis are what are going to tell us that you're being interactive. Leave your comments in the comments section. Leave your questions in the comment section. We'll attend to all of them. And so with some emojis, some love emojis and some clapping emojis and some exciting emojis, let's welcome Mrs. Lydia Quayson, our very own Coach Lee, to take us through this session.
Hi, good evening. Wherever you are joining from, okay, I see someone from Nigeria on the call. In fact, I'm excited to be here. This has been like a dream. I've internalized it for more than 6 months. And I have a message, okay? I have a message. So if you're on this call, please share the link and tell a friend to join because I have a message for you. Okay, this is something that I have to share. If not, I will not be okay. I can't relax. So I'm grateful for the opportunity and thank you for choosing to be with us. This is time with your career coach. This is time with your career coach. So I appreciate everyone on this call. In case you want to be added on stage, I can add you on stage. It means that you're going to ask the question. So when you are put on stage, you have the permission to ask your question, but you make sure you mute your mic. I'm also looking at those sharing some emojis. Okay. So this is an important seminar and I want to share some few things with you. Yesterday, I was actually thinking through what I should share, though I had a message, but I didn't want to just go as usual. So I just have to tap from the word of God. And then I got my inspiration. So if I say that this is for you, maybe I have one person, just one person on this call that needs this message. Maybe I have 100 people who need this message. So don't sit on it alone. Make sure you get someone on this call. All right. So this is Time with Your Career Coach. My name is Lydia Quayson as mentioned, and our moderator has introduced herself. Now, I want you to know that I appreciate you spending your time with me today because one thing is that time is not just about time is money. Time is your life. So spending a bit of your life with me this evening on this important exercise is very precious to me. Right. So tonight's conversation is very intentional, it's deliberate, and it's going to take three major forms, which are anchored on number one. If you check the flyer, you see clarity, number two, purpose, number three, result. Clarity, purpose, result. Now, I want you to know something profound. In this life, okay, there are two hows, HOW, apostrophe or hyphen or semicolon. There are two hows. How to start something, okay, and how to finish. But one thing that is precious is in between these two hows, there is what we call action, ACTION. So in this life that we are, one thing that you don't have to joke with is your two hows. And then in between is your capacity and action. And I want to repeat that. In life, there are two hows. How you start and how you finish any project, any event, anything you want to do. But in between these two hows, what is important is action. That is in between. So today we are going to talk to you about how you start 2026. What are the key things, the things that I have used, that have worked for me, produce results. Not only me, work for over 600 professionals. The same thing I am giving to you. So I'm going to take you through how you are going to start. Though we are already, today is 7th of January 2026, 6 p.m. I think 6:12 on the dot in Ghana time, because I know some people are joining outside Ghana. But one thing that you have to know is that how you start, that is the main focus. Now, the actions in between. And the third thing is the result that is going to produce for you. So I'm not going to teach you just how to start, okay? I'm going to also hammer and highlight on the result. So if I say that A, do A, then I'm going to let you know that if you do A, you are going to get B. And so these are something that I have used for the past years, and it has produced immense results. I cannot sit on it any longer. I have to give it out. And so I am grateful that you are sharing a part of your life with me on this call. So the first how, I don't know if you are taking notes, but I wish you take some notes. The first how is time. So it is not just time with your career coach. Every word on the as the theme represents something, a message, represents a message. Now, time management. The first how is time management. How to start right. So we are on the how to start right. And I'm talking about what? Time management. Right? I want you to know that every single human being, whether rich, whether poor, whether employed, whether unemployed, whether you are a student, whether you are a CEO, we are all allotted with what? 24 hours in a day. The same 24 hours that happened to us each day last year is also available to us this year, okay, every day. But according to research by the American Psychological Association, the poor time management is directly linked what? Number one, stress. Number two, missed opportunities. Number three, low productivity. Number four, career stagnation. So I'm telling you that, hey, if you are not able to manage your time well, it actually influences your stress level, because at the end of the day, you have to be rushing through to get something done. The second thing is that you are going to miss a lot of opportunities because you didn't manage your time well. And you're going to have low productivity and then career stagnation. This is time with your career coach. And we are on the number one how, which is time management. Now, the difference between people who grow and those who struggle is not just time. It is how they use their time. So today, yesterday, personally, I slept at 4:30 a.m. Ask me what I was doing. I slept asking this dawn. No, I didn't sleep from 12 to 4:30 a.m. I have to do my recertification, and I have to look at the credit hours I need to make up. And so I was able to exceed the credit hours, but I'm not still satisfied. That was what I was doing at dawn. I don't have to wait. It's in August 2026. But I've started to make sure I even do it before August. That is time management. So people are sleeping, but others are planning and they are working and they're getting results. So this year, I want to tell you that, hey, as a career coach, one thing that have worked for me perfectly, because if you don't know, I am a mother, I am a wife, okay? I have children, I have people I mentor, I have family. Aside all the career hats I wear, I do consulting for more than 4 companies in Ghana here. I also work as a full-time staff with an institution. And then you see me every day here. So you don't have an excuse. I want you to know that you don't have an excuse. Don't tell me it's difficult. I always tell you, if I'm able to do it, you don't have anyone who volunteer with me, anyone who intern with me, know one thing about me, that Madam Lydia is always on the go. You don't have an excuse because time is life. I don't want to waste it, and don't ever want to waste yours as well. Now, we are talking about research by the American Psychological Association, which stated clearly that managing time, poor time management, can lead to 4 things. Number 1, stress. Number 2, missed opportunities. Number 3, low productivity. And number 4, career stagnation. Now, I have also made you aware that the people who grow and are always on top, you see, I'm doing this, you see my post every day, and you are single, and you are having an excuse not to post and be visible. Is it about clarity? We will get there, okay? But immediately you capture that, make sure you keep running with it. Run with that message. This is time with your career coach. You need some of these things so that 2026 will be better off for all of us. I don't want to be winning alone. I want everyone on this call to win. Okay, maybe you can send some comments. Am I audible enough? Let me know if I'm audible, because we just got started anyway. Am I audible enough? Please,
Yes, you
Grace,
are.
help me with some of the feedback, okay? In case of anything. Who grow and
Yes,
are always
please.
on top. You see, I'm doing this. You see my post every day, and you are on. And you are having an excuse not to post and be visible. Somebody's mic is giving me some feedback. Okay, thank you. Now, let's look at this case study, okay? Among 2 graduates, okay? So, we are looking at a case study between Kojo and Yao. So, Kojo and Yao, okay, or maybe Lydia and Grace, or anyone on the call. We are using 2 people as a case study. We both graduated from the university the same year, with the same degree, with the same class. Hello. But hey, Kojo in this case wakes up very early, and he allots time to learn new skills like Excel, go on LinkedIn job, and is revamping the CV, getting help to do CV revamp. Kojo actually volunteers occasionally with some of his network and attends career webinars and limit distraction. That is Kojo, a case study, a popular case study. Now, let's look at Yao. Yao sleeps late every day, so he indirectly cannot wake up early. I slept at 4:30. I woke up at 9. So count the intervals, because I have to do certain things. I have to rest like an hour in between. Today, I didn't go to the office, but I was working from home. The number of calls I receive every day, and the number of people I meet every day, one day I'll invite all of you so that you see what is happening. And if I tell you that you have no excuse, you will believe it, okay? Now, Yao sleeps late, spends excessive time on social media. His number 1 distraction, not for productivity. He's just watching people, videos and all that. Complains about the system every day. The system is bad. Says connection only work in Ghana. It's like you can't get the job unless you know somebody. Yao always procrastinate and wait for opportunities to come. Now, let's look at the scenario. After 2 to 3 years, Kojo is employed, growing confidently and visible. But Yao is still waiting and frustrated, blaming the system. Same country, the same Ghana we are in. When people are complaining, I'm telling you, the same economy that we are in, that people are thriving, okay? That is why I'm talking about time management, 24 hours. It's the same time that Kojo had and Yao had, 24 each day. But at the end of the day, you can see the results based on how Kojo managed his time. So your results are always a reflection of how you manage your time. Note, your results are always how you manage your time. Now, there's something called the priority matrix. That is a daily life tool that you can use. You can ask yourself every morning, okay, this is time with your career coach. So it's not going to take the normal routine. Hello. This is a message I have for you. I have to go through this for 1 hour and get inspiration from God. So I don't say anything outside what I'm not supposed to share. So I'm telling you that every morning, do this priority matrix. Ask yourself, 1, what is urgent? 2, what is important? What can I wait? What can wait, sorry? And what should I stop doing? So let me repeat that. Number 1, what is urgent for me to do? When you wake up every morning after praying or whatever ritual you do every morning, you ask yourself, what is urgent? Number 2, what is important? Number 3, what can wait? Number 4, what should I stop doing? I want you to know that according to Harvard Business Review, okay, 60 to 70% of people who do this exercise actually grow. They become productive because the mind is such that whatever you feed the mind on, the more you capture it, you watch it, you say it, then your body actually adjusts to it. So do this exercise. Know what is urgent for you today, every morning. Know what is important. Know what can wait, okay, so that you limit that distractions. What can wait and what you should stop doing, okay? Yes, right. So, I mean, you can also do this exercise. You can say that, hey, if you are a graduate, a job seeker, maybe from 7 to 9 a.m., I'm learning and upgrading. Maybe from 10 to 12 p.m., I'm doing my job search and applications, okay? Maybe from 2 to 4 p.m., I'm doing networking. I'll talk about that. And then maybe 6 to 7, I'm doing reflection and planning. Have a plan. I'll talk about planning as well. Okay, so I'm letting you know that time management goes through a lot of process. And then you have to limit distractions and stay focused. You have to limit distraction and stay focused. Very, very important. Very, very important. Right. So it is evident that the average person checks their phone 96 times a day. It has become like I don't know, a dose for me. It's not easy. If I put my phone down for 30 minutes, the results I'm able to achieve. All right. So it depends. It takes 23 minutes to regain focus after each distraction. So think about it. Right. So one thing I want to leave you with is that every distraction is a withdrawal from your future. It's a withdrawal from your future. So limit it. Limit your distractions and stay focused. Right. So I want you to know that, hey, when God created the world, he even had to plan with time. 6 days to do everything we see. And then the last day, God rested. Okay. So there's time for everything. Right. So I have shared how, I'm still on the how to start 2026 and be, on top of your game. I'm talking about time management, right? And then I've shared some key things with you. I've also given you some practical tools that you can use. Then number 2, how is networking rightly. Networking rightly. I want you to know that you don't have to connect when only you need help. I know people that when they say hi to me, they are not saying it for saying it sake. They are come to ask for something. It is like a disease or like a sickness. I don't know. But I want you to know that That is not called networking. That is not called right networking. That is what I term. Your career coach is terming that net sucking. Because you want to suck from the person, you want to take something from the person. That is why you're chatting and all that. I want you to know that if you be on top of your game and you become the better version of yourself and achieve the most out of what you want to achieve, you have to network rightly by engaging rightly, taking initiatives with the people, being available to learn. So let's say you are on this call because you want to network with me. I mean, you know, the more you show yourself, your face here, you become, I become familiar with you. So whenever there's an opportunity, you come in mind. The reason is over 70% of jobs are not advertised. Most of them comes through what? Networking. I have recommended a lot of people based on what? Networking, right networking. So don't joke with networking rightly. And I'm letting you know that do this, take initiatives, be available to learn, volunteer with the people. And the more that you are doing it, you are the first person in their mind. Whenever somebody call, oh Lydia, can you recommend somebody for this role? You come, it is effortless. It's like, oh, I know 2 people in my network. Let me just share their CV. That is how it works. For your information, that is how it works. A lot of opportunities are not advertised. It is through network, somebody, and I want you to know that I am an example of that. You see me on TV, you see me on radio, and you listen to me on radio, you see me on flyer and all that. Grace effect, I don't take it for granted. God is in the equation, I always say. But one thing is that it's networking. So most of the people have reviewed over 1,000 CVs in Ghana for directors, managers, CEOs. Like, I can't count them. But one thing you have to know is that I have never advertised for people to come and do revamping. It is all through networking. Most of the things are through networking, right networking, for opportunities, for jobs, for breakthroughs, for connections. So that is my number 2 how for you this year. All right. I don't know, but can I get some feedback and know if this is actually working for you? If it's working for you. Grace, I'll continue in the next 2 minutes, but can I know some feedback? Can I see some feedback from the people on the call? Let's read one. I'll continue in the next 2 minutes. I have I have more to share. This is just an introduction. So stay with me. I just want to be sure that the way I am passionate about this, you are also passionate, right? So yes, Grace, give me some feedback. Let me continue in the next 1 minute. Thank you.
Certainly. So I'm going to mention names and also where people are joining from. Linda Akam says she's joining from Accra, Ghana. Shika Sayuram is joining from Accra. Fitness Home. Okay, no, Kudos Lawal joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Rose Darling from Accra, Ghana. Emmanuel Dua joining from Guaso, Hafo region. I've been there. I was there last year. Marina joining from Tema. Yeah, and a few comments in the section. Oh, Kobina Edwin joining us from Cape Coast. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So a few people have put up their lessons that they are gathering from the session. Success Akofa says she's noted the 4 points that you gave us. Every morning when you wake up, Success Akofa says, ask yourself what is urgent, what is important, what can wait, and what should I stop doing? Awesome. And she also says, every distraction is a withdrawal from your future. This point really hits me. As for that one, I won't lie
You
about
have
it. It
not
really,
heard
really hits
anything
me. I
yet,
noted
so
also.
I'm grateful, Grace. I think let me leave. My 1 minute is we just started. We are not close to what the message yet. The message is coming. Forgive me, but this is not your career coach. I mean, feel free. Okay, we are trying to position our minds well. Personally, yourself. I am not out. It doesn't mean that I've gotten there yet. We are all about to kickstart, and we have to do this rightly. So thank you. I'll continue. One thing that I want you to also know is that if you don't network well, it becomes what? Networking, as I mentioned. And then networking is not begging. Hello, it's not begging. Hello. Networking is not inboxing people only when you need help. I mentioned that earlier. It's not collecting contacts without what engagement. I think Ghanaians, I want to make even a post about it, okay? Release a press about it. We go for programs and everybody, oh, your number, la la la. It ends there. What's that? Hello, what's that? So it's not about, exchanging contacts without engagement, right? All these things I've mentioned is called what? Net sacking. That is my word. That is my definition. So networking is what? Engagement, contribution, visibility, and value exchange. Value exchange, value exchange, visibility, contribution, contribute to the cases, engagement. According to LinkedIn Global Talent Trends, over 70% of opportunities are filled through network, as I mentioned. So research has it. And because I'm in the space as an HR consultant, I know the jobs that do not go out there for publicity's sake, okay? So let's look at some practical ways that we can network rightly. Number one, take initiative. Introduce yourself professionally. Don't come into my DM and say, I need a job. Hello. I will just say, what kind of job? Maybe. But a lot of people will not mind you because of your approach. So this year, we are not going with the same approach. Hello. So take initiative, introduce yourself professionally, be available to learn. As I said, attend events, be involved, volunteer, and all that. Now, I mentioned earlier that when I give you the how, I'll give you the result. So with the time management, I mentioned the result. Now let's look at networking. When you do this, opportunities will what? Find you. I say what? Opportunities will find you. Number two, your value increases. Number three, you are placed on a higher professional spectrum. Oh God. Oh God, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now let's go to the number three, how. I'm still on how to start. So we have not gone to the clarity. We have not gone to purpose. We are looking at the two hows. So the number three, how is be intentional and deliberate about your life. Hello. And I want you to know that if you have a goal today, goals are not wishes. So don't just be looking into the skies and saying, I wish I have this and that and that. Hello. That are not goals. They are not wishes. Goals are not wishes. Goals are decisions you take today. Decisions with time with your career coach. It's a step ahead to actualizing that goal, to taking action in between your house and to gaining results. A goal without intention is just a mere statement. I said what? I said a goal without intention is just a mere statement. A goal without intention. In other words, a goal without action is just a mere statement, right? Now, why intentionality matters? It matters because it makes you outstanding. I said what? Outstanding. And I repeat that because if you are deliberate about your growth, you are going to build yourself for you to stand out. The world celebrates outstanding people, not mediocre, not well done. You have to be exceptional. And it is possible. Being deliberate means that, hey, you take the decision today that I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn this program. I'm going to be visible on LinkedIn. I'm going to network rightly. I'm going to manage my time well. And in as much as you take that decision, it produces results for you and it helps you come out and stand out, no matter your profession, no, whether you're an entrepreneur, a CEO, whoever you are, a graduate, a job seeker. Be intentional today. Have a roadmap and take decisions now. Now, number two, when you are intentional about and deliberate about your growth and your life, it builds your confidence. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, Madam Lydia, I want to build my confidence. I don't know. Yes, it's good, but start now. Okay, show up, volunteer, speak. The more you do that, you are building momentum. I said what? You are building momentum. All right. Now, it positions you differently because, you become confident. All right. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. On the flyer, we have clarity, we have purpose, and we have results. Okay, we are still on. You are still with your career coach. This is time with your career coach. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. Okay, I want you to know that if your goals, if your purpose, if your plans do not scare you enough, it is just a statement. I say what? If you wake up and your goal do not scare you enough, maybe yes, I'm a Ghanaian, but if you are not, you don't feel, you are not scared, I don't know how to put it, then it means that it's a mere statement. So you have to revisit that. Am I audible? Please, am I audible? Please, am I audible?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you so much for giving me the feedback. So we are looking at clarity now. And as a career coach, okay, so I missed one. I've spoken about 3 house, right? Time management, networking, and then being deliberate about your growth, your life. Now let me add the number 4. I cannot do away with that. The number 4 is let God lead. 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 Okay. Let God lead. Okay. Because I mean, when you wake up, you need strength. When you wake up, you need direction. So let God lead in all these things, in all you're doing. We need God. So commit your plans to the Lord, and they will what? Succeed. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. I am a Christian. I know that we have other Muslims and other religions on this platform, but I want you to know that spirituality is not separate from career. It is the foundation of career. When God leads you, these are the results. Your decisions become what? Clearer. Your strength is what? Renewed. Your direction is secured. So have that intimacy with your God and make sure that God is in the equation, as I mentioned. Now let me talk about career clarity. So clarity, what is clarity? What is clarity? We always say, oh, clarity, career clarity, blah, blah, and all that. And then I want to ask you, so what is clarity? What is career clarity in the first place? Now, career clarity is number 1, understanding. Number 2, direction. Number 3, alignment. Number 4, fulfillment. I said it's what? Number 1, career clarity. You are here because this is time with your career coach. I cannot do this without talking about career clarity. And I'm letting you know that career clarity is about what? Number 1, understanding. When I talk about understanding the type of career you want to be in. Understanding it, just understand. So maybe you know how to do a lot of things, but there's one particular one that, hey, that is like something that pinches you. It pinches you like, it's like dancing. Like when you hear that music, you can't do anything than to dance. Like that one is like a pinch. Okay, I am versatile. I do a lot. I do moderations. I cook very well. I do public speaking. I do engage. I do this. I do. I do counseling. But I am a career coach. So that is what pinches me. That is what pinch me. Sorry. What's happening here? Okay. That's what pinched me alone. So I'm saying that it is about understanding one direction. What direction, what path do you want to go? It's about understanding that path and direction. It's about what? Alignment. Alignment means how does it what fit into your roadmap as an individual. It's about fulfillment, impact. Now, clarity, okay, reduces frustration and help you channel your resources rightly. If you gain clarity, it helps reduce what? Your frustration, your worry, your complaints, and actually helps you channel your energy, your resources, your time rightly. So let's think about a product. Why will you choose Tasty Tom tomato paste over Gino or Gino over Tasty Tom? The tomato paste is not there to say choose me. But you walk into the supermarket or the market, and you want to choose A over B, right? Why? Because there is something on it. There's a tag, there's a description, and then it gives you the result you need. True or false? True. Am I audible now? I realized I went off. Hello? Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
please.
Thank you. So I was talking about the tomato paste. Was I there or I went further?
You were there, ma.
Great. So it means I didn't go so far because I saw the indication that I went off a bit. All right. So please, let's continue. So what happened is that, I mean, the tomato paste is not there to say, hey, choose me over here. Choose Gino over Tastytom. But you read something and you want to go with A because you trust that it will give you the utmost result that you need. True or false? True. It's the same way when we talk about brands. Our brand, when we talk about clarity. If I ask you to introduce yourself in an interview room, or you are an entrepreneur, or you want to pitch an idea, okay? You want a scholarship, and you are not able to do it well, do you think I'll choose you? I'll go for the next candidate. Hello. So clarity helps you become that person, the preferred choice. It gives you that understanding to stand out and do what you love to do. Great. Right. So having said that, now clarity is built on trust. So I mean, you trust Tastytom, that is why you choose it over Gino, or you trust Gino, that's why you choose it over Tastytom. So I mean, let's ask ourselves some questions. Will people understand your value as an individual? Number one, will people trust your direction? These are some of the things you should think about when you're talking career clarity. Right. Now, we are talking, this is time with your career coach. We've spoken about the how to start. I've also made you know some of the actions that you can take in between, and then the end result, what it can give to you, the results, and then, you can chop. I've also spoken, briefly about what? Career clarity, right? And I'm letting you know that when you are clear, it saves time, it reduces frustration, and it helps you channel the right resources. The third thing I want to talk about is purpose, because on the flyer, you saw clarity, you saw purpose. So what is a purpose? Purpose is what? Purpose is what? Having what? A plan. And I stated earlier that even God had a plan for creation of humanity and the world and everything. And having a plan means that you should have something that guides you, and it should be smart enough. Smart means specific, measurable, attainable, result-driven, and time-conscious, time-bound. Right? So you should have that. My mentor, Dr. Jeff Bassi, will say, it is now smart C. All right. That will be for another discussion. But have a plan. And don't just have a plan. What is the reason for that plan? What is the reason for that vision? What is the reason for that goal? There should be a reason. And I'm saying that if the reason do not push you, even when you have limited strength, if I am tired and the reason why I want to do something does not help me to, even in my tiredness, get up and do it, it means that it is not a reason enough. Can I repeat that? I'm saying that if I have a reason to do something, and even in my lowest moments, okay, that reason for that plan or the goal or whatever I want to do does not push me enough, it is not a good reason. It means I have to look at it again. Right. Now, what I want you to know is that, okay, if your purpose do not scare you enough, it's a mere statement. I've already said that. And if your reason for doing something is not something that, pushes you to do, even when you are weak, even when you don't feel like doing it, then it means that it's not a good one. So the reason why this was given to me as a vision in my heart is for me to share with you the two hows, how you start and how you finish. I've made you understand that, hey, in life, it's about two hows, how you start anything. So it is not just about 2026, but whatever you want to do, how you start it matter. I've given you 4 key things that you have to focus on. Number 1, time management. Number 2, networking. Number 3, being deliberate. And number 4, let God lead. And I've given you reasons, the result factor of doing all these things. In between is action. I've also spoken at length what career clarity is. I've also made you aware that, hey, you have to know that career clarity, it goes beyond understanding, but alignment is key. Alignment is key. It has to, something that scares you. You have to be there. And it helps you also make the right decision. I've given you a lot of practical views and a lot of, research-based views. Not for you to just say, these are my words, but this has been anchored in research. Now, this is time with your career coach. I want you to know that in closing, I'm closing so that you can come on stage and ask few questions. Closing this expensive discussion, know that number 1, your time is your life. Don't waste it. Time is your life. Don't waste it. And whenever you are wasting time, know that you are limiting your life. Number 2, be productive. Time management. Number 3, network rightly. Number 4, be intentional and deliberate. This year, or anything you do, don't forget the God factor. Let God lead. And if you wake up every morning and your purpose doesn't push you, please go back and recheck it. I am grateful for your time because time is life. And I'll pause at this point and hand over to the moderator to do the following exercise. I'm grateful.
Head.
Yeah, you can.
I had to come back again. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Guys, let's show some emojis to express just how excited we've been about for the past close to 15 minutes, the wisdom that has been shared. Let's show some emojis of love and appreciation. And then I'm going to go through the comment section. Oh, thank you, Agnes. I'm going to go to the comment section and just read a few things before we come up with the questions. So Agnes is saying that this is beautiful, knowing that I will leave here to start it all right. That's wonderful. Abigail says a goal without intention or action is just a mere statement. We've been writing goals since the 2000s. By now we should be counting millions, but we don't take actions. Sariram says goals without actions and intentions are just wishes. Yep. And LK Fitness Home from YouTube is saying, I've gained a lot. Planning and time management is about clarity, knowing what matters now, what can wait, and when your energy works best. And managing distractions is just protecting that plan. And he also says, in my world, we call that strategic filtering. Okay. If you don't manage the distraction manage your performance. Brilliant session. That's very, very wonderful. Saram says clarity reduces frustration. Very true. Very, very, very true. Agnes says clarity is built on trust. Akofa also says alignment is key. I strongly believe so. Alignment is key. Okay, at this moment, if you want to have a discussion, maybe you want to ask a question, you have a question for Coach Lee, you can just I think you can unmute and ask, and she'll bring you up on board to speak, or you can shoot up a hand, or you can just put it in the comment section, whichever one is favorable for you. And then we'll be closing very, very soon. Anyone wants to ask a question, make a contribution, whatever works for you. Remember that this is a coaching session that's going to last for the next 5 weeks of your life. And you are with Ghana's #1 best HR. So this is your opportunity to share your experiences and ask questions.
Please, I have a question.
I know most of us. Awesome. Please do. Please ask your question. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, and then your question can follow up.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Agnes Say. Currently, I own a small business of my own and looking forward to work soon in the HR field. So I wanted to ask a question in relation to the goals. I remember when I was saying that if the goals are going to scare you, shaking enough to make the business.
Her line is
Agnes,
breaking.
your voice is drifting. Your voice is drifting off. So if you can.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, better now.
Okay. Sorry. Should I start again with my introduction or just go ahead?
That's fine. Whatever works for you.
Okay. So my name is Agnes C, and I own a small business, and aside, I'm also looking forward to work in the HR field as well. So my question is in relation to the goal aspect. I remember my leader was saying that if your goal does not shake you enough, cause you scare you enough, it's not a goal. So over the years, I've been planning. I write down goals. So is it because they are all important to me? Hello, can I be heard?
Yeah, you can be heard. Over the years, please go ahead.
Over the years.
Yeah, over the years, I've been writing down my goals. They are all equally important to me, but does it really have to shake me, even though I'm doing it? They are all important. So what makes a goal, something that makes you shaken to do? Yes. So what should it be the one that's scary? I know that there's urgent ones of which I attend to, but I mean, if I'm to do it like that, sometimes I put fear in me, which might cause me not to this. Sometimes you want something too much that you might end up shaking. So what makes a goal shaking? Like that will cause me so much to go on the field to do, aside me watching the result that I want from the goal. Thank you, Mom.
That's a smart question. I think let's give her some emojis. So yes, Agnes, you've been doing this for the past 3 years. You think you are doing enough, right? You think so. But I want to put it to you that there's more to do. Until you set that plan, okay? I'm not saying that every year you get it 100%, but you give yourself some kind of expectation that when you see it yourself, like you feel like there's a weight on you, and that weight is not to scare you, it's to push you, because sometimes you may not know how strong you are, how you can do it until you are pushed. And so that goal should push you. And the pushing is, what is in that goal? What is it? Is it about this? Because, your introduction needs to even be checked. Owning a small business, I don't like that. But I know you are actually on the mentorship program. So by the time we are cleared with you, your introduction will be 100%. But I mean, the goal should be set that the expectations should be something that, I mean, when you are praying, you are praying like it is in your mind, it's reflecting on your eyes. It is the reason why you are going up and down. It's the reason why, I mean, it should put you on your toes, and that makes a goal more, I mean, achievable and attainable, and I mean, result driven. That is all we are saying. We are not saying that something will push you, okay? But there are times that, you know, people want to do something, and you are sitting somewhere, you're like, hey, this person, or to me brag, you're like, the person can brag. I mean, what was the meaning of that? But hey, that is the person's dream. But you sit down, the person is going and doing it, and you were like, oh, I could have done it better. What was that your dream? So yes, I understand. In your small sense, in your field, you are trying, but trying is not enough. Hello, trying is not enough. Doing is not enough until result is seen. Thank you so much for the question.
Thank you so much, Ma.
That's awesome. Personally, I've never liked saying I own a small business. I don't like to call my business small. I just say I own a
No,
business.
never,
So
never. So don't do that again.
Well
yeah.
noted. Yes, please.
Thank you. We are learning. So yeah.
Never like that word. Okay. Any other contributions or experiences you want to share? Maybe you have an experience at your workplace.
We can bring you on
Yes, we
stage
just
so that you ask
can
your
see.
questions. Okay.
So you can just unmute and then we'll bring you on stage. I'm trying to go through the comment section to see. Okay, Akaba says you can't know how good you are until you are pushed. Absolutely,
Right.
I agree with you. And our goals should put us on our toes. And she also says trying and doing is not enough until results are seen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, any other questions or contributions? If not, I think my lady.
There's a question, no. There's a question. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen a question from, is it Rosalind or something? Grace.
I think it was from LinkedIn. Yes, she asked that what is the difference between, I wrote it down. I can't find it on my feed.
Let me answer her. She's asking what's the difference between the Eisenhower mattress and then the priority mattress that I talked about. So I want her to know that the priority mattress is a broader, more flexible concept that often uses like the Eisenhower logic, but it adapted to what context. So mostly it adapted to career, academics, work or life. Okay. So I mean that is it. That is basically it's mostly about content. It's about content. Okay. So let's say if the priority matrix is talking about impact, effort, deadlines, career value, energy level, long-term growth, um, the difference for the other one would be the name, formal model, the four quadrants, the urgent versus important, the decision speed, the limited, and the tactical. So in brief, all that I want to say is that the previous is specific, right? While the other is broader, the priority matrix is broader. And then it actually can adapt the previous into a context like career, academics, work, or life. I don't know if I've answered the question, but that's what I can say. Thank you.
Thank you too. Mawina is saying my takeaway is that being intentional is very key because if I want to wait to be motivated, I probably won't take action. Thus, I need to take action and have a purpose. That is so, so true. You don't need motivation.
That's great.
Just move.
Keep moving. Keep
Okay.
moving. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Absolutely.
keep moving.
Okay, any other question or contribution before we end the session?
Okay. So for me, I want to just, if nobody wants to ask a question, this has been Time with Your Career Coach, an opportunity to ask a question. I think Adiza wants to come backstage. Adiza, do you have a question? All right. So, I mean, I want you to know that take these things very, very serious. Don't just take it as one of those webinars you attend, you write notes and then you forget. It is practical enough to give you what you want to see, because I have personally used it several times and it has produced the result that it has to give. So yes, the video is there. It's on YouTube, and you can actually go back and play and listen to it. I mean, if you miss anything. Okay. Yeah. So Grace, I think we have few minutes to end this.
All right.
Yeah.
Session. All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Our wonderful guest. Thank you so much for joining us, taking 1 hour of your time to join us. We look forward to, especially if you've signed up for the coaching training, we look forward to seeing you every week, every Sunday for the next 5 weeks, next 6 weeks. And please come ready, come prepared, come excited to learn, come with the expectation that after the sessions are over, something about your career or something about your business, which is not a small business, will end up changing, and there'll be a shift for you in 2026. It's always said that when you're expectant and when things fall in alignment for you, so always come expectant. Thank you once again for joining us, Coach Lee. Thank you so much. Let's show our appreciation in the comment section. Let's be thankful for our number one HR in Ghana taking 1 hour of her time to share these wonderful secrets with us. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you
And
all
we'll
for
see
your
all of you. Thank you. We'll see all of you in the next session. God bless you and have a wonderful evening.
All right. Thank you. Enjoy your evenings, everyone.
You too.
And my sister, you are my God. You are God. You are my God. That's I have never asked because I will never ever see your heart. That's because I will never ever see your ask as you lift up your hands and worship Jesus.